Hey, folks, it's me again. That's right, Lonzo, the president of the Compton Entertainment Chamber of Commerce and the editor for the Hub City Legend. Now, as you very well know, well, maybe you don't know, but Compton is undergoing some major changes. And part of that change is beautification of Compton. Now, I've had the pleasure of sitting on a meeting for the new chair and the new vice chair for the Compton Beautification Committee, and they are my guests today. We have Maribel, Laura.
Yes. Hello, everybody.
Maribel, start off since she is the Maribel.
Yes.
She don't hear me. Okay, there you go. What is the Compton Beautification Commission all about?
You know what? It's all about beautifying our city. You know, joining with the other, working with the other departments from the city. We're working together with the other departments of the city and with the community to beautify our city, our businesses, our homes.
Now, can you guys put in work orders, or you just make suggestions? How does it work?
So what we do is when the beautification committee started again after a long time without having one, the city, at first it was kind of tough because we were trying to decide what was our purpose, what were our duties, but now after a year long in the program, we have our friend Karen that's guiding us with our purpose. What are we supposed to do? So Karen, you want to join in?
Yeah. Hey, Alonzo, everybody.
Let me introduce you, Karen. Karen is Compton's queen of clean. Okay, she is the queen of clean. I'm not lying. I'm not joking. I'm very serious. I just gave her that nickname because you will see Karen and her gloves and her bag picking up trash or doing whatever it has to do to make Compton clean and look beautiful. And now, Karen, as the co-chair, tell them your part as on the Compton Beautification Committee.
Oh, thank you, Alonzo. Hey, Maribel. Hey, everybody out there. So I was newly elected as the vice chair for the Beautification Committee just 2 months ago. Previously, I was the secretary, so I did all the minutes and everything. And as Alonzo stated, I go throughout Compton just picking up trash, trying to bring an awareness as to what we as residents here in the city of Compton need to be doing to do our part to support our council and Department of Public Works. Surely it's not a job for everybody. Everybody is not going to do it. You really have to have a passion for doing it. And my thing is, I say I love the city of Compton. So this is my way of giving back to supporting everybody here in the city of Compton. But I also am an employee of the Compton Initiative. And one of our main motto is no trash in Compton. So you'll see me on any given day throughout the city of Compton, just picking up trash and doing my part as a commissioner, as a resident, and as an employee of the Compton Initiative.
Okay. Hey, that's very simple and to the point. Now, how many people are on the beautification committee? Either one of y'all can answer.
We have our chairperson, we have our vice chairperson, our secretary, our treasurer, and our parliamentarian. So we have like 7, 8. It's like around 8 of us.
Okay. Now I've been to a couple of your meetings. I know usually when there's a meeting, somebody from the city manager's office is there, or street maintenance. What is it?
Works.
Public Works. That's the one I always gets past me. Public Works is always there. Now, you guys have different projects that you adapt to clean up, or you just have to just go district to district, or overall? How do you figure out what you want to what do you want to attack? Because there's a lot of work to be done in the Compton. Y'all committee will be around for a long time.
Yes, yes. And you know what? We set our goals at the beginning of this new year, and pretty much the events and our goals that are very focused on is, first of all, we are partnering we partner up together with Compton Initiatives with Karen to join them with their city cleanups. Okay. So we're gonna join with them. We're gonna have 4 citywide unity cleanups. Okay. In January, April, July, and October. And the next one is coming up this Saturday.
Yes.
This Saturday. And the beautification committee is gonna be focusing on the Rosecrans under the bridge. Okay.
Okay.
Um, we're gonna make it look beautiful and clean it up. And the other event that we have in our plans is Earth Day. Okay, we
Ah,
had first Earth Day event this April, and it was very nice.
Very
I was
nice.
there.
Yes,
I
yes,
was there. I remember very well.
yes.
Okay.
So that was the first event that we have done. That's that big, and we're gonna keep doing it. So that's an ongoing event. And then our other project that's coming up is our Christmas house decoration contest. Um,
Ah,
yes.
now you know what? That's something that I miss from my childhood.
Mhm.
Uh, there used to be streets in Compton when Christmas was around. You you felt the spirit of the neighborhoods, the houses. There was snow, fake snow, and cotton, whatever the case may be. Lights everywhere. And you would go up and down the streets just to see how creative people have gotten for that holiday season. And nowadays, it's really kind of okay. But you know what I was glad to see though? What I was glad to see when Compton decorated the trees on Compton Boulevard.
Yes.
I
Yes.
thought that was one of the best things I've seen in a long time. That was a great move by the city. In fact, I thought they should have left them up year round. That's my personal feeling. A lot of cities do that. They have those lights up year round, and I thought Compton should do the same thing. But we're gonna take it one step at a time.
That's
Yes.
right.
So you guys having a contest for the beautification for the house for the best house with the best lights, or how's that gonna work? How's it gonna work?
Yes. So we are going to, since we have 4 districts, we will be, each district will have a winner.
Okay.
That's what we're planning on setting it up as each district gets a winner. And also, since we want the whole city to shine and to look nice, we want to do the homes and also the businesses.
Okay.
Um, yes, and for that, we have to meet with our other departments. Um, just to make sure that we're going by the rules, especially with building and safety department. Once we're including the businesses, but we'll get on that. And also, the other project that we have that we had talked about was also like in the summertime, starting of the summertime, a business and home beautification contest.
Okay.
You know,
Okay. Interesting. All
yes,
right. That's for Christmas, or that's just for something in general?
yes. The Christmas is just the nice lights and the more creative. You know, yes,
Okay. Now you know
yes.
what? One thing I think I'm just thought about this right here. It would be nice to have some youngsters on the beautification committee to
Mhm.
get some young input on what because they're the ones that got to take care of this ball when we're all too old to walk around and they pushing us around. They need to know what we're doing now, so as their time comes around, they'll be prepared for it. Might be something we all might want to consider as we do various projects. Bring some youngster along just to see what we do, so when it's time for them to do it, they have a pretty good idea what has to be done.
Exactly. Yes. You know what? Yes, we're gonna have to invite them.
Okay,
Well,
yeah, please do.
yes.
You
Mhm.
know, I was at the meeting at the last meeting. I was very, very happy to hear that Public Works is going to be working on Easy Street. That's something near dear to my heart, as my man expressed. And I know Todd and I have a proposal to the city of Compton to do some more improvement. There's one thing to clean it up, but it's another thing to fix those benches, put some lights out there. You know, we're going to need a little support from maybe the shopping center or Home Depot to make it happen. But we also got to have permission from the city. Just can't go fixing stuff without somebody's permission. Because I would do that. That's why I can't be a city official. Because if I was, I'd be fixing stuff on my own. I ain't going to the city council. I ain't going to get the money. I'm going to find the money from someplace and go fix it. That's how I've been trained to work. So to have to be slowed down by bureaucracy don't work too well for me. So, but yeah, I think that I'm glad to hear that was on their to-do list without us having to tell them what to do. In fact, I plan on interviewing the new guy as well. I forgot his name. What's his name? Is Marcus? The new guy in charge
Harris.
of Marcus Harris.
Yes.
I plan on interviewing Marcus as well. I heard some great things about him. And once he started going over on Easy Street, that just made me feel that much better. So you guys meet how often do you meet?
We meet once a month, the last Monday of the month.
Okay. And I want y'all to come to my next meeting. One of y'all, Karen, somebody come to my next meeting. My next meeting will be on the 31st over at the I have another location. We just cut a deal today to do it at the AJCC on Pacific East Pacific and Commerce, right off of Santa Fe and Del Amo, the AJCC building. So we'll be over there on the 31st. Also, I was telling, I mentioned at the meeting that we do a First Friday in Compton now. You guys might want to come out the First Friday and just let people know what you do and try and get some enthusiasm, trying to get some support from the city, because you never know who may feel, who may want to grab some gloves and go to work.
Yes.
Just give a DeVal or Mike Jones a call. Them, I want to set up a booth, and it's free. This is a city event, so it's free to all people. Everybody that's just passing out information. What else you guys want to share with us today? This is important.
Yeah. What I wanted to share, Alonzo, is that a lot of residents may not know, but the council signed a resolution. Is resolution number 25,884. And it was signed by Mayor Sharif on the 5th of September in 2023. And that established the new Beautification Commission.
Okay.
And so we are sworn commissioners. We did have to take an oath of office.
Okay.
And we get paid a stipend of $50 a month.
Okay.
But we have been tasked by the mayor and the council to work with various departments within the city of Compton to help enforce the cleaning and beautifying of the city. One of the things that we're looking at doing in the future is coming up with language for a flyer to be posted and sent out to residents and to businesses to clean up their area. There are certain things that as property owners that we should know, and a lot of people don't. One of the things people should know are trash cans. They need to be put away after they've been emptied on our trash day. They are not supposed to be exposed from the street. They need to be put in the backyard. And residents don't know that they could be cited if they're kept out in front of their homes. So these are some of the things that we're going to be working with other city officials about enforcing, because, we want our city clean, we want it safe, but we have to be willing to put in the work to make sure that that's done.
Wait. What you just told me is that some people are too lazy to put their garbage cans back in their backyard.
Well, you said that, I didn't.
That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like somebody. So what you telling me? They leave their garbage cans in front of their house, walk out their kitchen, put the trash in the newly empty can, but don't bring the can into the yard or in the garage.
Yeah, and you know what, Alonzo? I want to point that out. That's listed here on our resolution. And if I may, and I'm quoting,
Go ahead.
whereas every community member of Compton can help in the movement of beautifying Compton by putting their trash in the trash containers, report any graffiti and illegal dumping by utilizing your free bulky item pickup services offered by your sanitation provider, which is Republic.
Okay.
Okay. Participate in Dump Day, which is coming up. Events that are held throughout the year. So this is another thing that we've been tasked with from the mayor and the council to organize community cleanups that Maribel mentioned. And we're going to do that 4 times a year. So we're asking residents to get involved and do their part, but we can also do our part just by making sure that trash in front of our driveway is swept up and put in the trash, because the
Right.
trash that's in front of our driveways, that's what blows into the main thoroughfares, and that's one of the things that makes our city look bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Got it. Now, is there anything else on that list you might want to share with us right quick? That sounds pretty interesting. I know Compton has a ban on parking cars in the street, in your front yard too, right?
Yes, that's another thing that that code enforcement has been citing residents for here lately. We know that we shouldn't be parking our cars on our grass, our lawn, because that takes away from the beauty of the community.
Mm-hmm.
We also need to be cutting our grass. It shouldn't be taller than our knees. We need to cut our grass on a regular basis. We shouldn't be keeping non-working cars in our driveways. I get it. It's our driveway. We should be able to do what we want. But once again, those unsightly cars sitting in our driveway is bringing our property values down, and it's making our city look bad. So we need to do our part as property owners.
Okay. Now, you're shaking a lot of trees there, Karen. As much as people complain about things getting better, when it affects them, they get upset. I've heard that before. You're trying to fix something, all of a sudden you're telling your neighbor, then code enforcement shows up and you got a violation. You were just, you wasn't trying to get caught up, but you get caught up anyway. But that's how the game goes, folks.
Yeah. I'm looking at a comment here from an Antonio Crow that they use garbage cans to reserve street parking. I was just on the phone about an hour ago with a resident here in Compton, and I was told that the neighbor uses their trash cans to reserve parking on the street.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Karen.
We all know that that's not the right thing to do, and we all know that we have a problem with parking here in the city of Compton, and I know there's been discussion about permit parking, because parking is limited here in the city of Compton. But one thing that we know better than is to block or save parking in front of our homes, because if you think about it, the street belongs to the city. It doesn't belong to the homeowner. Right?
Right.
We have garages, we have driveways. So technically, that's 4 parking spaces right there for each homeowner. Right? But we think that people can't park in front of our homes because that's the space in front of our home, and that's not the case.
Right.
But that's something that homeowners can discuss with parking enforcement. They can give them rules and regulations, or they can go to the city's website, go to parking enforcement, and it may be listed there.
I didn't think about that, because where I live, we're about to have a parking problem as well, and they finished building this apartment building over here, and it's a major inconvenience if you can't park in front of your house. I got a driveway, and my lady parks her car in the driveway. I park mine in the driveway, and I got a garage. I got one car in the garage, but I can't put in enough with that one car. Everything else is kind of full. But my son and my 2 sons, they have cars they park on the street. And every once in a while, there'll be a party on the block, and they got to park around the corner.
Yeah.
And that is, and then one of my son's car, it's a car burglar's magnet. This car been broken so many times. Everybody else's car sit there, no problem. His window get broke out about every other week. It seems like every other week sometimes. It's cardboard in the window right now. They broke into it about 3 weeks ago, and it gets expensive to fix it. And you want to be able to see your car, but I understand what you're saying. We gotta figure out something. We gotta make it work for everybody. You know, I understand the garbage can. You want to park your car in front of the street, but it got to be another way to do it without making it being an eyesore to everybody else.
And Alonzo, if I may, this is stepping aside from my hat as a commissioner and as working for the Compton Initiative. I also help residents start block clubs.
Okay.
This is an issue that can be discussed at block club meetings.
Okay.
You know, it's about community, building a safer, stronger community. And if there's a problem with parking within a certain neighborhood, then they need to reach out to the sheriff's department, Deputy McIntosh. He can let them know which block club is in their area. And that's an issue that can probably be handled or discussed, you know, right there in their community.
That makes sense. Okay. Ladies, anything you want to share with us before we wrap up?
Let me see. Anything else that you know what? Another thing that we're trying to do is let everybody know about the Compton app. You know, that is something that we talked about, that we working on like a sign, something for whenever we go to events, have it on the grass so people can download the Compton app where they can report, you know, illegal dumping, any other issues that, you know, that's going on in the city, they can report, you know. And that's another thing that we're working on, getting it out to the public.
Is there a QR code for the Compton app?
Yes.
I need to get hold to it, and I'll place it in the newspaper. Not a problem.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
We'll do what I can to promote that, just to make sure people know about it. And anything else you ladies want to share at any point in time, Karen, both of y'all have my number now. So you give me a call. I'll bring you on the show. We'll make sure this gets posted in tomorrow's newsletter. And y'all look pretty in pink, so we all good.
These are our new shirts as representatives of the beauty. We have our logo. We Rosalind designed a logo.
Yes.
Put it on it. Maribel ordered the t-shirts. So these are our t-shirts as commissioners for the beautification committee.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that makes sense. That makes total sense. All right, ladies. If there's nothing else, we can wrap this show up.
Very good. Thank you, Alonzo. Thank you,
Thank
Terry.
you. Thank you. Please give me that QR code. You just met Maribel Lara and Karen Harris, the chair and vice chair of the Compton Beautification Committee. Folks, Compton is trying to make some changes. I'm a part of that change. You need to be a part of that change, just like Karen and Maribel. All right? In the meantime, folks, I will see you someplace in Compton very soon. In the meantime, we're out of here. Thank you, ladies.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.